mean, when I was there, even me personally, from my own personal experience, 95% of the patients that I treated when I was there and that I operated on, and unfortunately, I didn't operate to save anybody. I operated to remove their eyes that were damaged from shrapnel, even bullets. And there's been lots of evidence now by multiple surgeons that the Israeli occupation forces have been the snipers have been aiming at kneecaps of children, and also with headshot wounds directly, not missing. And there's been ample evidence by multiple surgeons on the ground who've seen this happen. With eyes as well, I can support that. I can support the evidence of what the other surgeons have said now openly, as recent as in a New York Times opinion piece as well. So, anyways, and even kneecaps. I mean, when I was there, they had a number of kneecap injuries and number of amputations. Also, the special, from what was explained to me on the ground, is that the weapons and the drones that are being used, a lot of them have not been used before. So it's almost like an experimental playing field, and they're using these weaponized drones like the Hellfire drone or others that are designed to do maximum damage, if not killing. So basically, even the shrapnel that from these special drones that are designed to release as much shrapnel as create as much shrapnel as possible, they cause amputations in children that are unique. They're, most amputations are like above knee, are at the kneecap or the elbow. These are above knee, at the thigh, mid thigh or mid arm, which are much more complicated, both from a rehabilitation point of view, and just a repair point of view has been very, very complicated. So I mean, when I was there at that point in time, I was at the European hospital, and again, everything's probably, and I'm not exaggerating, or this is not hyperbole, as this is basically about 100 or 1,000 times worse now than what I witnessed when I was there in March last. There's no beds at the European hospital, which was the last hospital left at that point, and the last fully untouched hospital, I should say, by the IDF. And there's children lying on the floor, no beds, because people have taken the beds to their, for housing, because otherwise they sleep on the floor. And there's no beds. There's sewage leaks everywhere because the hospital was not designed to have 25,000 people at the time. And the sewage system was overloaded. And in the emergency department, there's sewage leaks everywhere. Sewage, which means feces, which means bacteria, which means disease, right? And there's children running around. Many of these kids don't have shoes. So that's the other issue. So again, like I said, it's all children because that's all you see. So they're the ones who are the biggest victims out of this entire genocide. They're walking around without shoes. A lot of foot infections that get systemic, and then dealing with systemic infections with a lack of antibiotics and resources. Wounds are being sutured on the floor that has just been cleaned with I don't know what, after a sewage leak. So